The 6 conditions in the East that speak of approval: fire and water. Number 1 condition, the first snowflakes of winter. It's called shalag. And the truth, by trusting in Anokeesed, you can endure hardships. And the feeling, when this condition presents itself, all preparations for winter should be finished. And the Spirit will have already led you in your harvest and in putting by provisions and in your protective housing and winter garments. So this condition brings the feelings that Anokeesed has loved you and provided all the guidance you have needed to endure. This feeling also provides for the need to feel that you can endure anything, not just winter. Protection, your ability to be confident in the face of the prospects of hard tasks. Number 2 condition, being in the presence of volcanoes, old or new. And the name is Nether. The truth, you are a person in your own right. And Anokeesed is pleased he has made you to be the person you can be. And the feelings of Nether, every mountain upon the earth is made exactly what Anokeesed wanted it to be. And you as a person are just as unique as any mountain. Also, when in the presence of a volcano, we can feel the unspeakably imminent presence of power. That same power produced you and loves you infinitely. The protection. It protects you from the dominating feeling that to be of worth, you must be like someone else. Number 3 condition of the East. The sounds of mighty lustral waters. And the name is Yahuah. You are not alone, that is the truth. And you are in the midst of the presence of Anokeesed. The feeling of Yahuah, whether it is the crashing waves of the sea during storms, or cascading white waters or rivers and streams at flood stage, all creation is designed to ensure your gift of life, because Matzah, the living water, goes with you. After the storm, all life is invigorated after the flood. The plain is enriched, and the cascading waters or rapids bear witness of the infinitely inexhaustible source of abundant living waters. What does it protect you from? From loneliness and estrangement from Anokeesed, and preserves a sense of his ever-present love for you. The 4th condition, the light of lightning that lightens up your way in the darkness. Its name is Ori. The truth of Ori, all the Kadeshi love you and are very aware of you every moment. When there is thunder and lightning in the night and you find the need to get up and look to see, to close the windows, or looking after something in the dark, just as you are wondering what is ahead of you in your next step, lightning will flash and show you the way. And exactly like the Spirit of Yah. The protection. It protects you from being afraid that you will not be able to hear his gentle guidance when you need it. The 5th condition, the presence of the warmth and smell of cooking fire. And the name of that condition is Esh. And the truth of Esh is, Anokeesed respects you fully in your womanhood or in manhood. And the feeling, when a man enters his home and feels this condition, he feels he has provided the shelter of a home and that which is used to prepare his family in cooking the food. Esh helps him to feel he was provided what is being cooked and he supplied the wood to cook it. And the feeling of a happy home is felt like Anokeesed feels in his fatherhood. And for the woman, she feels the delight and joys of those for whom she labored in her love. And she can anticipate the response to these smells and feelings of warmth. Upon entering, every little child will exclaim, Grandma, can I have a cookie? Or, oh boy, it's dinner time. What does it protect you from? It protects your manhood or womanhood from being disrespected and from sexual abuse, and from lustful forces being directed at you. A part of how this condition does this is by keeping clear the distinctions of gender roles. When those roles become blurred, lust can move across these boundaries more easily. It also has the power to uncover secrets, and those who rely on secrets will feel vulnerable to being discovered. The sixth condition of the East is that which can be felt from beholding rivulets of water, and the name is Nagar. The truth, the living water will safeguard the sanctity of marriage. And the feelings of Nagar, rivulets are the living water, approval, repentance, and forgiveness that point to our in-the-moment needs in our behavior and approach to others in our daily lives. Rivulets are temporary, small, and end with the snow melt or the passing rain or that which is poured out on the ground. And they feel the passing moment, every word, and every feeling expressed is an important opportunity to stop and smell the roses. Relish every new wondrous discovery of a growing child, every moment of need for tenderness in parenting and in marriage. You may never pass this way again, so be patient and take time to participate and enjoy the moment. Protection, it protects from the feelings of low self-worth and abandonment by caregiving and detachment for the most important sources of life, Matzah, Anokeesed, and the Yahuah. Now we move to the six conditions of the South. We move from the East to the South, and that speak of living life and earth. Number one condition, picking up all fruits, whether they be on the ground or in the bush, upon the vine or in the tree. And the name is Tarif. The truth, you can succeed in all that Anokeesed leads you to do. The feeling of Taraf, the source of the fruit, has gone through and completed a long and detailed process that has resulted in your being able to harvest the fruit. It has accomplished each individual task successfully for you. It has overcome every obstacle in your behalf. The plant has survived to grow and prosper. The buds made it through the winter. The blossoms were pollinated. The fruit endured successfully the insects, the animals, and storms. And now, here you are. You have wonderful fruit in your hands. All this exudes the feeling that Anokeesed has prepared the way before you so that you can succeed. The protection, it protects you from feeling alone in a task or feeling that your task feels too big to be accomplished. The condition, number two, is Dagon. When there is any contact with Essie, which is wheat, whether to touch it or to see it or waving in the wind or to taste it in a meal, Dagon. The truth, you can really know Anokeesed for yourself personally. So as you're walking away with him and your relation together is acceptable to him. The feeling of Dagon, every act of Anokeesed has always been pointed at you knowing him, his becoming a man, his creating the world only to surround you with his myriad ways of loving you in each and every moment of life. Bread feels that the spirit of life in all things is defined and placed there by the man that Anokeesed became for you. He is the bread of life and the living water. Approval, repentance, and forgiveness assures you of your every prospect of knowing him there, and thus being spiritually clean. His presence in bread is gentle, given freely, and must not be forced by the bread being cut or sliced, but it must be broken open with the hands as a sign and a gesture of shared lives between you and Matzah. What is the protection of Dagon? It protects your relationship with Anokeesed through Matzah and give permanence to your relationship together that cannot be infringed upon by any oppression. The name, Riach. The condition, the smell of oceans or the seas of water. The truth of Riach is your spirit was created by Anokeesed and your body by Matzah, specifically to express a holy dominion over the earth. Right, Riach. The feeling of Riach. The smell of ocean carries the strong sense of immensity, and that while you may harvest in the ocean or seas, the immensity of the love of Anokeesed has seen to it that the dry land belongs to you as a home of which you have been given the task of being the thoughtful, considerate, and gentle caretaker. This condition is one who provides instructions for all the spirits of life among the Yahuah, to see that all is done to preserve the purposes of Anokeesed in creation, in loving harmony and tranquility, and the protection of Yahuah. Yahuah protects your continuing to be the object of creation and your ability to solicit authoritative responses from the Yahuah. To soar, and that is the rocks of birthplaces. The truth of the soar, you can listen carefully and hear the sounds of life. The feelings of soar. Rocks were given form in Olam. They were careful observers of the transition Olam made to become Eden, both with mankind and all the spirits of life in creation. And they are reliable witnesses. They are wise and filled with the knowledge of the truth, and hold within themselves a record of all the behavior and decisions that have come about in the earth among mankind. And they are archivists of the storehouse of the Spirit, and they hold a careful record of your perfect self as evidence at your birth with your vision of created purpose. And they fill a personal bridge for you between Elder and this temporal world. When a baby is born, its placenta should be placed back into the earth for safekeeping under a rock of witness. That is to soar. To soar protects your intelligence and mental health and your attachment to your vision. Number 5 condition of the South is mitzad. Mitzad. And the condition is that of flocks and herds or loved ones among Shemael, which are the animals. Truth of mitzad, you can be innocent and whole in your gift of life through approval, repentance, and forgiveness, and learn how to not anticipate evil like your father Anokeesed. The feelings of mitzad. Flocks and herds and companion animals were once wild and had to be domesticated. They now love us personally and walk upon the earth with us, under our direction and care. Their steps upon the earth beside and together with yours brings the feelings of Anokeesed that he has provided for you in all your life endeavors, so that you need not walk alone and unattended. And what these companions feel is a constant call to you to be kind and respectful and considerate, and thus magnify the gift of life in you and also in them. And just as any parent would delight to give their child a horse or a dog or a cat, Anokeesed gives them to you as your father with much delight. Mitzad protects your ability to view yourself as a child of Anokeesed. Number 6 condition of the South is param, which is patching on your clothes. The truth of param, you are loved and cared for in a multitude of ways. The feelings of param. Patches feel that someone is dutifully keeping track of your needs and is taking the time and making effort to love you with their heart, mind, and hands as an immediate caregiver. Anokeesed himself sewed clothes for our first parents in Eden, and Patches feels the joining between him and you. Like a mother who loves her family, she is doing what the Most High did in Eden after there was sin, repentance, and forgiveness there. Protection of param is your romantic relationships and the serenity of your family bonds. That is the first 12 conditions that can never change given by Anokeesed. The first 6 conditions of the East and the first 6 conditions of the South.